future is here. A year of events in the making is coming for you. A prosperous future is in your cards. Astrology for the world. Ask yourself the question, what does your future have in store for you? The future is not what it used to be. Will Steve give you the answers you are looking for?
Taurus, how you doing? We're shaking again. Someone's Shaky Stevens, or the name's Stephen, Even, Evie, Evie, Devi, Steveros. I'm also hearing someone that's like Italian, but like not Steve, but Stavros or something like that. Okay. El Ross, Camp, also someone that's in a same-sex relationship. Anyway, Taurus, you're right. How you doing? So we are going to look into what's the news, and this is what to be aware of in your environment that can relate to money, bills, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. It can also be relate what's going on in your family or love life. But we'll see what they are. They're completely different readings than what I've been doing over on Patreon for you. If you've been wondering why they are or why I've not been on here, Patreon is where your readings always are. Okay. Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, a Capricorn. Okay. So Taurus, one more thing, Steve. Don't forget we read in numerology, so I read in fives basically. Taurus and Sagittarius are both major arcana of fives, and also life path, so you can watch it from both angles or all three angles if you want. Unless your name's Angela or Angus or Icarus or Angela, I'm also hearing. So let's see, Taurus, what's going on, Ron, with Taurus? What should they be aware of for December 2022? For Taurus, what should they be aware of in their environment? So you have got still holding on to each other. So if you are in a third party, they're still holding on, they're not letting go, okay? If you're with someone, you're holding on for dear life, you're definitely not letting go of there's a couple here, whichever way you look at it, okay? So there's a couple. So that whichever way around you look at it, whether you're a cross-watcher or a third energy or not, these or not, if I say not, you say Pisces swinging on a tree. So it could be a Piscean, but they're not letting go of each other, and they're still holding on, okay? There's also sex here also, is what I'm hearing. Let's see. Taurus, what's going on with Taurus, please? For December. Really, bruv? Really? Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer. Oh, well, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. You're right. So you've got wild emotions. So again, there's a couple here that are definitely seeing one another. Okay, they're very passionate, very loving for one another. And there's wild, and there's Kim, and there's we kids of America. Okay, so yeah, there's a wild, passionate relationship that someone's got going on. They're definitely holding on to one another. They're not letting go of each other. So like I said, I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news if you're cross-watching or watching for a couple that are together that you know of, or that you got a strange kind of like, connection with someone, but whichever way you look at it, these couple are together, okay? Let's see, Taurus. Taurus, what's coming up for Taurus? Should they be aware of? For December 2022. So you've got fired, lost a job, you're fired. So I don't know what that is. Someone's trying to get fired from their job, okay? Or the name Rob or Rachel or Richard or anybody beginning with R. But someone's still holding on to a job that they don't want to be in and trying their best to get fired. Why would you do that? I don't know. Because you need to be hired before you're fired. So I don't know. I don't know if that works in your benefit there or not. Here, if you get fired from a job here, you find it very difficult to get another one because that goes on your CV. So if on your CV you go for another job and they say, okay, what happened in your last job? And you say, I got fired, they will more than likely not hire you. So, like I said, I don't know why people get fired, but that might be because you're from a different state or country. I got no idea. But it says got fired, lost a job. So someone may be really struggling with finances and money because they eventually got fired or will during December. So I don't know what that is for here. Could be a 4, could be a life path 4, Scorpio or Aries person. Let's see. So what is kind of going on here? Because it feels like that there is a third party. Because it feels like that well, someone's like in a relationship and that seems to be going very well, but work doesn't, where someone's trying to get fired from work, but they're also got a relationship. Let's see, Taurus, because it could be laid off, like I got laid off. You know, we had a load of work and then suddenly we got laid off from work. And something closed down, like a shop or somewhere that you're working, and suddenly it closed down and you're like, well, we're going to have to close everything down and I can't find you any work and you're going to have to now take annual leave, or you're going to have to find another job and we give you severance pay. Something like that. Okay, let's see, Taurus. What's Taurus got coming up, please, Taurus? But like I said, Taurus, Life Path 5 or Sagittarian, okay, if they're relating to you, because I read in code, but broke up with you or them. Oh dear, them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. So when I call out those names, if those names are in your environment of mother, father, brother, sister, daughter or cat, or a Leo, then it's something to do with that energy, because that's the environment, okay? So that would be the names that crop up, okay? I'm also hearing Crofts and also Mandy also. Okay, so you got broke up with you or them, so there's kind of like this, you need to break up with them because we don't agree the fact that you're together. So you got someone that may be trying to interfere into someone's relationship and think, I don't like the fact that you're with that person and that you're getting on so well and blah, 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 and we don't like it and we're against your boyfriend or girlfriend or this couple. Like, so it puts a third party dynamic because someone isn't in an agreement the fact that someone may have broke up loads of times. So the trouble is with environmental messages and also energy, Taurus, is normally when you go through a relationship and you break up, the first thing that people tell is everybody. They tell everybody, oh, you're right, no, I'm not seeing them anymore. They're like, oh, you broke up? What, again? Yeah. And then you go, oh, now we're back together. Oh, you're back together again. You're going to do the same thing. They're a narcissist or blah, blah, blah. And they're broke up and now they're back together and they're broke up and they're back together. When you try to rebuild and remend that relationship, then those other people have formed an opinion against one of the people. So if that goes off in families, okay, in families, normally that'll be, I'm going to stick up for my daughter or my son, and I'm going to say that it's the other person's to fault and blame because it wouldn't be my daughter or son that does that, it would be the other person. So I'm going to stick up for my person, okay? And then you get this where families then do not spend Christmas or time together because we don't want him or her around here, or I don't want to see them with you because we don't think that they're any good for you. So you get this opinion that is formed through, well, Taurus, okay, Taurus having a condition of relationship of how it should go, and if we don't believe that relationship should go the way it is, we'll have an opinion on yours relationship. But then it's kind of like, hold on a minute, so how about your relationship? Does that work out very well or not? You know, so then you get into arguments. So it's more of an avoiding energy because of someone realises the fact that they may have broke up with you or them. Okay, so it's kind of like you either break up with them and choose me, or you have them and not me. It's kind of like this third energy that could well be here, Taurus. Okay, but like I said, that can be, you know, I choose you over the person that I'm already with and I want like a one night stand or something. It can be that as well. Okay, because it can be, how is your husband or wife? Oh, I've just fired them. And it's like, what do you mean you've just fired your wife? You can't do that. What's that? There's some of you here work in a family, in like a family business, in a family business. And because you or they work for their family, they're kind of like, well, I don't want your boyfriend or girlfriend working for us anymore because you're not with them anymore. And if you break up or split up with my daughter or son, then you don't work for us anymore. So you don't just lose my daughter or son, but you also lose your job as well here. It's kind of like that. It's like this dynamic that seems to be within this of firing this person because they've broken someone's heart. Like, because you broke my heart and you chose the wrong person, you also lose your job as well. You lose your position at the you know, you lose your position or physician, something around a hospital or a nurse or something. kind of busy, can't pick up. So like it's this person, someone's being ignored here, and they're kind of like, well, I need to tell you about this argument that I want to have with you, and you're kind of like, I don't want to talk about an argument. Yeah, but I need to talk to you about something that's bad. And they're like, okay, but then why would I ignore you? Because it's kind of like, oh, I'm too busy at the moment, I really can't be dealing with all of this shit, blah blah blah. So yeah, but I've just got fired, or like my mother or father or someone's just said something and blah blah blah, and you're like, look, I'm not an instigator of trouble, I really don't want to get in trouble. There's something here going around someone's work, and it's kind of like selling out for someone, and they know that someone's done something at their work, or done or put you, okay, and they've done something at work, and they're trying to cover for someone that is works in a bad environment, and it's like, I'm too busy to cover up all of your shit, or I'm too busy to take all of your shifts, or someone's very lazy at work and they don't do anything at work, and the other person takes on all the workload and all the responsibility, okay, because this person here is looking to get fired, like they're actually looking to get fired. So it might mean the fact that they just can't be bothered to be there, they don't want to be at work, they've fucking had enough, they're frustrated, and they think, okay, if I cause a load of dynamics, I'll get fired. Okay, why do people want to get fired? I don't get it. Why not just find another job before you get fired? But anyway, let's go on. So it's kind of like this, like, oh, we're too busy, we're getting on with our own work to worry about the drama that you're creating. You're creating a load of drama and blah, blah, blah. So all we can do is like, look, I need to talk to you about what's going on at work. And they're like, I don't give a fuck. It's just like, you know, if you're spiraling out of control and you're going to get fired, then you get fired. But don't bring me in to this, because then I get tarnished with the same brush. Talia, Tara, Tanya, Great Britannia, Britney, Spears, Steve. But like, don't tar me with that brush too. Could be a Libra, okay, or a placement of 2. And then I'm also picking up where I'm too busy, sweetheart, I'm washing my hair. So don't come at me with that tarned brush of like, you're already fucking married, you're already in a relationship, and everything's going on really well here in your relationship, and then you come at me with this fucking, oh, we're broke up, I want to sleep with you because I'm no longer with my husband or wife, and they're kind of like, I'm too busy, sweetheart, I'm fucking Jennifer, I'm washing my hair. So it's kind of like that, oh, I'm too busy to pay attention to you, you're nothing but a player. So like I said, one of the readings came up where it was a one-night stand, and I think it might have had something to do with around a Sagittarian reading, I think it was, which would have been in this reading. So that would mean 5, life path 5 Taurus. So if you're watching it as a Sag, and that message comes up as that you're married, you're in a commitment, and you just want a one-night stand, and that's all you're fucking interested in, there's a person here that's kind of like, I'm too busy to be dealing with your shit, I've got way too much to do. And it might be where someone starts playing this game around you've been fired, why they might start saying that something's gone wrong in their relationship, or something's gone wrong at work, and can I just call you a second because something's gone wrong, and something like that, and I need to contact you because of something, and this person's like, oh, I've heard it all before. Okay, so let's see, one more card please for Taurus. One more card please for Taurus for December. So you got doing the most. So unless you're shaving each other, I don't know, but there's a couple here regardless that are caring about one another. But you've got this person that looks as if they're promiscuous, that's trying to come out of a decent relationship, trying to interfere maybe with someone else, okay, and that this couple are actually coming up as where the husband or wife might be like a life path 5 Sagittarius Taurus, okay, as well, okay, in their chart somewhere, okay, and they come up in the same reading as the third party, which means that there's a couple that, or one of them believes that they're secure in a couple, and then one of them starts getting very promiscuous, looking elsewhere at a person that says, talk to the wall, Dave, because I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. Still holding on to each other. Who is that is still holding on to each other in a relationship, I feel? So you got Aries, life path 4, Scorpio placement or Aries placement. So whichever way it is, they're in a commitment, they're in a relationship, okay? And they're not letting anybody come in between them or interfere in their relationship. But again, there might be someone that's promiscuous within that, though, because the cards are starting to say that we've broke up. What's this wild emotions here? Because someone's dick might not be able to stay in their pants. What's this wild emotions? Who is that? Life path 7, a Cancerian, maybe. But wild emotions. I'm waiting for something that's more erotic. I'm wanting more of a thrill. Okay, so it's kind of like maybe waiting for someone. What is that 7 waiting for? 6 of Cups. There's a relationship here. Regardless, like they're just waiting on their husband or wife to come home after doing whatever it is that they do in their extracurricular activities. Got fired, lost a job. Who's that? Life path 4, Scorpio Aries. This person's very stubborn here. Like, I'm not doing any work and I'm not doing anything until I get fired. And I'm not interested, I'm getting bored, I'm frustrated, and I keep looking at tarot to try and find out when I'm going to get fired. When I'm going to get a job, when I'm going to get replacement. Really? Tarot's not going to show you that. Tarot won't show you getting fired. Just fucking, I don't know, punch someone in the mouth if you want to get fired. You might be up on charges, but at least you'll get fired, right? But again, man, there's, I don't know, people that believe watching something here is going to help them get fired. Or they keep, like, something to do around tarot. Because this is like watching a lot of tarot card readings, and I'm still looking to try and find out when something around my work is going to happen. But you have to make that happen. Okay? It's not just going to miraculously happen. You got to do something to make it happen. Okay? You got to make it to break it. And if you want to break it, then you're going to have to break it, then start making something else. Okay? You got to destroy it. And I think someone is trying their best here to destroy something. 4 of Cups. Is a Scorpio a life path 4? Some of you might be firing me as a tarot card reader. I don't know. Here, getting frustrated and bored and fed up of not being able to get an answer that I want. And I really want an answer, but I can't seem to find the answer because I can't do it myself here. What is the death card here for? The death card. A Piscean. This is my chart here. 3. Sorry, but I have Scorpio and I'm a Piscean. But I don't know. That's getting fired from a self-employed job. I don't know. Or Rob or Robin or Robert. Someone's still very much intrigued. But like I said, man, things do cost money. They do cost money. Because if this does relate to tarot, of people watching tarot, I'm sorry, but like I said, man, sometimes people, they want loads of stuff for free, not realising that YouTube doesn't pay you much at all. Like, if it was just for YouTube, I wouldn't be able to do it. If it was just YouTube, if I didn't have Patreon, I wouldn't be able to do YouTube. It's not enough money. It really isn't enough money. Okay, especially for like Aries, Taurus, Aquarius, and like Libra, and the ones that I'm still doing, but just not as many of. I don't think you guys realise that I get like £3. £3 will probably buy you a pint of milk, 4 pints of milk. That's pretty much how YouTube pays me for a Taurus reading. It's £3. Any of you guys knew that? Any of you knew that? It's £3. Like Cancerian readings, I think the last time I checked, I think I earned £2.50 for doing an hour reading for Cancerian. I earned £2.50. So, I don't know. Like I said, man, you can put a lot of time into certain things, but you guys don't realise why some people make a decision is because YouTube doesn't pay enough in order for you to be able to physically do that. You know, you would need another source of income. Okay. So like I said, some of you might be getting fed up with, you know, not getting all of your answers all of the time immediately. But because there's so many people out there that do it for free, you know, it's still one of those. I can assure you, though, this is the truth. You know me, I always speak the truth. Because I've known some tarot readers, they charge like 180 quid, or they charge like, I don't know, £25 for like one reading. Like one reading, not for a personal reading, but for like an extended reading, it's like 20 quid. Just for one 5-minute video, okay? Where Patreon is giving you shitloads of stuff for like all of it for that amount, a small amount of money, okay? So you can watch your Sun, Moon, Rising videos for as long as you want, really. But yeah, like I said, because there's so many of them, now people just float around. But I can assure you that the people that have got like 50,000 views on one video, they probably earn the same as what I do, but by doing Patreon. So it's kind of one of those. You like YouTube, it really doesn't pay you as much as what you think. Here, let's see. Broke up. What's broke up? With you or with them? What's that for? Queen of. See, there's a Queen of Cups. So let's come out of whatever this is, because that's kind of making me slightly paranoid here. I always do that. I have to stop doing that when it comes to readings. You've kind of got this energy. I don't know whether this is relating to like wanting to get fired, or I'm just not doing this anymore. Like, because this can be a refusing to do it. Like, I'm refusing to do that. And then this energy here, broke up with you or them, is someone maybe trying to come between someone's love life. What is this Queen of Cups here for? Because there's love that's here, but there's a choice that needs to be made. Like I said, it's either yes or no. It's either me or them. It's also, like I said, it's trying to force people to make a decision. It's kind of like it's either these or those. It's either me or them. It's either this relationship or that relationship. You know, it's kind of like that. It's pulling people apart to force them to make decisions about what they want, really. It's that energy. If you want this, well, then there you go. There's stability, there's, you know, truth and whatnot. Or you want that, and then this is kind of like this kind of energy here. I'm really not bothered. Okay. So what is the I'm kind of busy, can't pick up? Around a King of Swords in reverse. So that's an ex-husband or a wife, man, here. Or a wife beater? What is that? You've got someone that's definitely sticking their heels in because they don't want to listen. You've kind of got this, I'm not bothered, I don't want to listen, I don't want to know. This is also a person that would also think about their business as well. Like, you know, I have to think about business. It's like, because I own my own company, I own my own business, I am the boss of it. So I have to make practical, wise decisions for business. Okay, but like I said, this might be an ex-husband or a wife situation, or an ex. And they're just too busy to listen to what the partner wants and what the partner doesn't want. And that there's a wedge that's been drawn between them, and the masculine energy is more than likely closed down and start saying, I'm fucking really not bothered. Okay, I'm really not bothered. But that can be your boss. You could work for a very controlling boss that has charge and lead of everything. Okay, this can also be a manager. Okay, and the manager doesn't pull their weight. I mean, I do know some people that work for managers and they sit there fucking ages waiting for the manager to actually do something, and they don't. And they're kind of like, well, where's our product? Where's our blah, blah, blah? And it's like, I've been too busy in order to order something right here. So a lot of like, you know, because Emily, she works in a place, and then was waiting 3 months on the manager just to order a load of bags, right? Bags. And it's where they put chicken, and they're like, Christmas time, everybody's coming in wanting cooked chickens, sausages, like, you know, rolls and all this sort of stuff. And if you haven't got bags, you can't sell it. They can't sell it. So the whole line, the product line, has to close down. It all closes down, it all shuts down, and they can't sell a fucking thing. Why? Because they haven't got bags. Now, you only have to order like 5 lots of bags, and that'll last fucking ages. But the manager didn't. He didn't. So it all closed down for 3 months, and then was asking everybody to cover for him. When it come to the boss, why is everything closed down? We haven't got any bags. Just simple, we haven't got any bags. Okay, so then everybody else was getting blamed, saying, well, you're at fault. And it's like, well, it's not my fucking fault. I'm not the manager. Just get us some goddamn bags. Why can't you order like 15 boxes of bags. My God, you're a fucking huge company. Why can't you just order shitloads of them? Okay, so it might be a manager that isn't pulling their weight and they're not doing anything here. And it's kind of like, oh, I'm too busy to listen to all you lot that need stuff. And you're kind of like, what? Hold on a minute. What do you mean you're too busy in order to be able to, know what we need for a job to make it run sufficiently? Yeah, well, I'm the boss. I decide what it's like. Well, I've got to answer to this person. We're still holding on. This is the manager that's kind of like getting people all in the firing line because they're not pulling their weight. They're not doing anything around the work. So it's kind of like you go to the manager and you say, okay, where's this, where's that, where's the stock, where's everything? They say, oh, fuck, I forgot to order it. And you can't, what do you mean you forgot to fucking order? You forgot to order it? Well, we got to close down. Then I'm going to get in trouble by this person when they come along asking me questions. What am I going to say? I'm just sitting here waiting for like product and blah, blah, blah. Okay, and so on and so forth. And it's kind of like, well, you're the manager. Right, you're the person that owns the company. So what's this King of Swords in reverse for? King of Swords. But I mean, that is people that own businesses, people that are very busy. They got shitloads of people to do and run. Okay, so they're very busy. Okay, what's this King of Swords in reverse for? Is a Four of Wands, because they have to pay a mortgage and house and rent and bills here. So they might be struggling here, trying to keep up with the workload. Workload can be very much so, especially if it's spiritual, man. You guys ever tried doing like 12 star signs, and then another 12, and then another 12, and then another 12, and then another 12, and then Patreon, and then private readings? You guys ever tried doing that? Right, where you see the same stories coming out over and over again? What is the doing the most? Libra. So it's all business related, and then Aquarian in reverse here. It's people that are losing hope in their dreams because they're looking for answers from other people without creating answers themselves. So I need an answer from you to tell me, because it can be insecurity. Okay, I'm insecure and need an answer from you before I can decide to do it myself. I need an answer from someone else. I need someone else to interpret and dictate my life. Okay, so you get struggles. But this also means a hell of a lot of like company, business and company, people that own like large franchises and blah, blah, blah. And it's a big company. It's a big product. But it's also, like I said, it's where you will see people like, I can't concentrate on you all the time, man. I've got to concentrate on my clients and my job and my bills and the money. I've got to get paid somehow. I can't keep giving you all of that. I've got to get... This is really turning out to around my job, really. But like, it's difficult to keep it going, okay, where some people might be let down because it's difficult to keep up with the workload. Okay, you got more and more workload, and some people, like I said, they're doing the most and they're doing their best, but it might be where it's coming to where there's a lot of demand. Like there's a lot of work and there's a lot of product and there's a lot of everything else. So you get a lot of people that want things, and then keeping up with that, some people get put on the back burner where like, well, okay, I've got to organise something here. Okay, but you could have, like I said, man, this got fired can be also someone with like ADD, like, because finding attention, finding focus when there's a lot of things to contend with, someone that has ADD can really start struggling. Okay, really start struggling, because if you was to look at this room, it can be full of stuff everywhere, right? Because it's like an organisation. Someone that has ADD trying to find organisation can be very fucking difficult, trying to find and organise situations, especially if they're a manager or they run their own company. Trying to find organisation is like, oh, this just doesn't work. The amount of times that I have changed this studio around to try and find an easier way of approaching being able to plug this keyboard in and just switch it on and switch that on and use it, I can't do it because the camera's here, that gets in the way there, so I move it here and think, oh, now I need this table here for my mouse, I need the keyboard there, I got a telly, so it's like, oh, I need to move this table and I've got to move that light and this thing here. And my ADD kicks in hugely there, and I'm kind of like, fuck this, bruv. I've moved this room around so many times to try and find a little bit of organisation that I end up getting like, I'm exhausted just trying to find a little bit of organisation, man. Right, so your life can start to take over. So be very cautious and very patient also with people that might find it very difficult to focus when they're kind of like, oh, I'm too busy, I can't really do anything, I've got loads of work on, I've got to focus on my work because I'm a manager and I run my own business and I've got loads of clients and I've got loads of people and I might not have time for you, but I've got time for you, but it's going to be a small bit and a small bit and a small bit, like in segments. I can't deal with too much. So it's about people pulling together as a team in order to be able to make it function better, okay? But if you've got a boss that doesn't listen and doesn't give a shit and doesn't care, then you're going to find it very difficult because someone's kind of like, I'm too busy to even be able to even be bothered with you. I can't even be bothered. So it's kind of like that, right? But it could be coming across as family. Okay, so that's the messages I've got at the moment for you guys. So if you want your love life and, I don't know, any kind of party or ship it might be, okay, you will need Patreon. Okay, I'm doing my best for you guys. Okay, I'm trying to get some out. But like I said, if I'm doing it and I'm really not getting any kind of leeway, I have to start thinking about business. So always be prepared and guaranteed, okay, Gary or Tina, if you are on Patreon, you will get your money's worth. You will get like loads of readings. If you're on there, your readings will always be done. It's just that I have to base it off the algorithm. YouTube is actually telling me that by doing certain star signs, you're not getting anywhere. You need to concentrate on what is getting you somewhere. Okay, so eventually it will change, okay? But at the moment, sometimes if they're appearing up where I'm kind of like putting loads of time in, loads of effort, and loads of energy, and I'm not getting anything in return, I have to start thinking about business, okay? And I have to start thinking, okay, what's going to work and what isn't going to work, just like you guys would do, okay? So if you do want to support and you do want your readings, and sometimes you don't find them on here, you will always find them on Patreon, okay? So if you want Patreon and you want loads of different readings, this time it's the monthly, so it goes to all three, which is the $3 or $4 tier, which is the bronze. So you got bronze, silver and gold. Bronze is just monthly, so you get 2 of those in a month cycle. So you get like 24, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, all 12 star signs, 2 within a month. So you can watch those to your heart's content for $3 or $4. If you want the silver tier, then that's all the weeklies, all the monthlies, so it's like 64 readings all told. But the weeklies are all different loads of kinds of messages of thoughts and feelings and emotions, the outcomes, the do's, the don'ts, and the advice and everything else. And then also weeklies, generals and stuff, these as well. And then clarified. And then if you want the gold tier, that is all of the teaching stuff, past, present and future, and the monthlies and the silver, so you get more for your money as well, okay? As if you want to learn, you're getting fed up with just tarot being tarot, and you want to think, okay, how do I get myself out of these situations around business and work and manifesting and all that sort of stuff? All of my knowledge goes into videos, the constant questions that I get asked by tarot readings. What's the answer to life? Which path, which direction do I go in? You'll get more out of that joining the gold tier than you would asking me for a personal reading. And that's the God's honest truth. Because all of those sort of questions that are impossible for tarot readers, okay, all of those sort of questions are put hours into like videos that are all put on the gold tier. What choice should I make? Which direction? Am I on the right path? All of those questions are impossible. I don't know. You have to make your own decisions and your own choices. To guide you along the way is the tarot and the gold tier. It teaches you to be confident. If you haven't got confidence, you don't know where to go, you don't know what to do, you've got to have confidence. So there's confidence readings over there, okay? So how to find it, what to do, how to find confidence, how to find what you're looking for, how to feel, how to be, it's all on the gold tier, okay? So those sort of questions might help you out more than any others, okay? So that's what I've got for you guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, if you want to join, you want to help out, your readings are over on Patreon, okay? All right, guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.